Hello everyone, myself Dr. Surinder Kumar, Director, Gar Clinic and Ayurveda Center, Bathinda, having around 20 years of clinical experience. I did my graduation from Punjab in 2005 and post-graduation in Ras Shastra from Karnataka in 2014. I am also working as Senior Associate Professor in the Department of Ras Shastra at Saint Sahara Ayurvedic Medical College, Bathinda, having around 10 years of academic experience. Government of India, in association with Ministry of Ayush and NCSM, is working hard towards promotion of Ayurveda on a large scale. Government of India declared Dhanteras in respect of Lord Dhanvantri Ji as National Ayurveda Day. First National Ayurveda Day was celebrated in 2016. This year we are celebrating 9th National Ayurveda Day on 29th October. The theme of this day, as suggested by Honorable Ayush Minister Shri Pratap Rao Yadav Ji, is Ayurvedic innovation for global health. The Indian Vedas has taken a great initiative and celebrating this day from 29th October to 5th November by organizing Ayurveda Darshan Conclave involving around 30 countries and more than 1000 participants. I would like to congratulate Indian Vedas team for organizing such a wonderful event and thankful for giving me an opportunity to be a part of this event. Today I am going to share my views on longevity. Longevity means long life which can be achieved only through Ayurveda. The word Ayurveda is made up of two words, Ayu and Veda. Ayu means life and Veda means science. That is, Ayurveda is science of life, which depends upon the balance of the three doshas, that is Vata, Pitta and Kapha. In present day, everybody is busy and having a very fast life. Everyone is fond of fast, unhealthy food, which is leading to many disorders and ultimately which decreases the lifespan. To increase the lifespan, we must follow Ayurveda practices, and there are many aspects given by Acharyas in the Ayurveda Darshan which we must follow. First of all, we must follow Dincharya, which starts with Brahm Muhurat Jagran, that is to wake up at 4 am in the morning, then follow the rules of brushing, bathing, clothing, dining, etc., and ends with proper sleep at night, which balances the doshas in our body and leads to healthy life. Secondly, we must follow Ritucharya. The whole year is divided into 6 ritus according to temperature and climatic conditions. And the Acharyas has suggested different ahara viharas according to the ritus, which we must follow to achieve good health. Thirdly, we must follow the rules of ahara, that is diet. We should take nutrient-rich seasonal foods according to the Prakriti and Agni of our body. Next, the step which we should follow is Achar, that is conduct to achieve physical well-being, mental calmness and spiritual growth. In Ayurveda, there is also mentioned Achar Rasayan, which we must follow. In Ayurveda, different yogasanas and meditation techniques have been explained by Acharyas according to the Prakriti of the individuals and as per the diseases. So we must follow yogasanas and meditation to balance physical, mental and spiritual energies. There is also mentioned concept of Rasayana therapy in the Ayurveda to revitalize the body and the mind. Certain drugs like Amla, Ashwagandha, Guduchi, etc. and certain yogas like Chyawanprash promotes health by their Rasayan effect. But this Rasayan therapy does not yield good results if proper purification of body is not done through Panchkarma techniques like Vaman, Virechan, etc. So first of all, we should detoxify the body through these techniques, and then we should start Rasayana therapy to yield good results. So we must follow all these aspects to live a long, healthy life and free from diseases. Thank you.